Hi and welcome back to another video. Today is a very bright day. The sun is out. We've been having rains for some time now. We're currently in the month of June and it's been raining crazy here in Ghana. Anyway, since the last video I made on a solar system that we had done, that was somewhere in Kumasi, I must say we've done quite a number of solar projects. Some in the eastern region, some in the central region, some in the greater Accra region. And I'll do well to share all these projects that we've done with you. Currently, I find myself somewhere in the eastern region where we recently installed a solar system for this massive, beautiful house, which you see from the aerial shot. And for the capacity of system we've installed for this house, I can boldly say it can, stay off. Yeah, I may not necessarily have anything to do or choose to do with the grid. I'll take you into the power room with somewhere in the garage, and you get to see the system that we've installed shortly. But before then, let's talk about the capacity of the panels. So before I even go into that, initially the panels were supposed to be mounted on a carport. The owner was concerned about the space the carport was going to take, which I actually share in that space, because looking at this beautiful house with this beautiful compound, that would have distorted the design a little bit. So I totally agree with the choice of going with the roof. Yeah, so we didn't continue or probe further with the carport idea. We decided to mount the panels on top of the roof, and of course also the roof gives us a lot of being able to trap a lot more daylight as against on the ground. So that's also a very brilliant idea to go with that. And the total pieces of the panels are 62. Initially it was supposed to be 64 pieces, but unfortunately 2 got broken upon delivery. So with this system, the owner had already bought the system and contacted us to come and do the installation based on the videos that he had watched of us. And as part of every project that we do, we put in our best to make sure that in as much as it is going to function well, it is also going to look very nice or beautiful, so that once you go there, you stare at the system, you feel happy looking at the system. We have seen some installations and oh boy, terribly done and all that, but we take our time and do it well. Yeah, so he contacted us. I came to do the initial checks just to make sure what is going to be needed, all those were provided, and then we kick off with our installation. So on top of the roof, as I mentioned, we have a total of 62 pieces of panels, giving us 8 arrays. So we have 8 arrays, 16 going to each inverter. So we have 4 pieces of 12 kilowatt inverter. We'll take a look at that. So each inverter also has 2 MPPT charge controllers, so 8 each on each controller. So we have 8 arrays, 16, 3 16s, and then 1 14 that is going to one inverter. So that is the number of arrays that we have on from the panels that we have. And then the panel capacity is 590 watts. So when you do the calculation or you do the mass, that is giving us a total capacity of 36.5 kilowatts. That's a lot, and that can do a lot, especially for this house. Yeah, that would serve a lot of purposes. So talking about the panels, now let's take a step into the house, this beautiful house, and then look at the inverters that we've had installed, as well as the batteries and all the accessories to it. But before then, let's just have a quick stare at the beautiful compound. So you can see a lot of greenery. Aside the greenery, you see there's mountains, valleys all around. Very beautiful. I must say this spot is really a very great and beautiful spot that is giving a lot. Aside having a beautiful house, you also have a very beautiful surroundings with greenery. So like I said, it was really a good idea not installing the panels on the ground. It also would have distorted the design a bit of this space. So yeah, enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a step into the building. So this is the ground floor. This is the living space in the ground floor area, and we are heading straight to the garage. So here's the garage, but before I show you the system, you can see that we have enough ventilation overhead, because the number of inverters we have will generate a lot of heat. So it's good we have 3 windows over here that is going to allow air into the space and take away the heat as well. So then now let's take a look at the system. Before I even talk more about the details of capacity and all that, this is indeed a work of art, and that's one of the things we pride ourselves in with the installations that we do. So we pay attention to every details, aside the functionalities, performance, and the rest, we also look at the aesthetics of it. Very, very important to us, because for us, being able to carry out the work is a different thing, and also being able to do it well, make it turn out, looking nice, and the rest is also a different thing. We've seen some installations which are very questionable, but we do our best to, do well with whatever we do. Anyway, so these inverters are 12 kilowatt each. We have 4 pieces of that, giving us a total capacity of 48 kilowatts. Yes, that is a very, good capacity, especially for this house. And this system is connected in a 3-phase. So we have 2 inverters serving as 1 phase, another inverter as a second phase, and then a final inverter serving as the third phase. Aside from that, also there's this Wi-Fi model that came as part of the system, which allows us to be able to monitor the performance of all the system through a mobile app. So that is good. At least it's very good to have an idea of what your panels are generating on good days, on bad weather days, and then also how much energy you're using and all that. So aside the inverters, so we have this trunking that is carrying all the cables, or all the cables has been routed through it. And then we have these 2 MCCBs, so one to my left and then one to my right. So this capacity is 250 amps each. And this is taking care of these 2 inverters. This is taking care of also these 2 inverters. And now this is bridging the connection between the battery and the inverters. This is a safety device that we always have as part of our installation. And then we have a DC busbar here, which is helping us connect all these batteries to the MCCBs, then to the inverters. So that is the help of the DC busbar. Then we have these PV combiner boxes. So we have 4 pieces of that. This was purposely built for outdoor initially, because the idea was to have a stem on a carport, so that's the panels. So this is waterproof. If you look at it here, there's a lining here that would prevent any form of water from getting inside once it's locked and tied properly. And if you take a look into the combiner box, there's quite some things in here, some we've seen in some of the installations we've been doing. So these are fuse, 4 pieces of fuse, 2 working together, 2 other 2 working together. So we have 2 arrays coming to this combiner box, another 2 coming to this, 2 coming to this, and then 2 coming to this as well. So aside the fuse, which is rated 32 amps, we also have an MCB here, or a breaker here. This is rated 63 amps. All this came together, so we worked with what had come. We didn't change anything from it. And then this is SPD here, rated 1000 volts as well. So there's the fuse, which is the first line of protection. There's the SPD, another line of protection. There's the breaker, which is also another line of protection. And then you can see we have 2 arrays coming here. So we have 2 cables coming in here as well. So it's the same for this, same for this, and then same for this as well. So these are the combiner boxes. Aside from that, we have this ATS. So all the power that is coming from the inverters, before they come in here, they come to this breaker box first. So we have the AC out, and that is the power coming from the inverters to this MCCB also, which is rated 100 amps. And then this is also rated 100 amps. That is the AC input. So that is the power coming from the grid. It comes into this MCCB before it goes into the inverters. Now these are introduced to be able to isolate, the system. So in case you want to make sure you turn off the AC input, you're able to do that with this MCCB. The same for the AC output, you're able to do that with the MCCB over there. Now there are 2 ATS that has been installed. One is here, and then one is at the distribution board area, which we'll see shortly. And this is taking the power that is coming from the panels, and then it's sending that into the other ATS, which is configured with a generator cable. I'm sure in case there's supposed to be a generator, that will go into that ATS. Yes, before it goes into the distribution board. So this is the ATS that we have here. Now let's look at a battery. These are 16 kilowatt hour each, lithium iron phosphate battery, and that is giving us a total capacity of 96 kilowatt hours. That's close to 100 kilowatt hours, and this, I must say, can do a lot. Looking at the load for the house, it's able to take or handle all those loads. So this is a good capacity for the system, which is working very well. So currently the sun is up. I just powered the system on not long ago. The sun is up and it's generating quite a lot of energy, and which is charging the batteries very, very, very fast. I must say, very, very fast. Let's look at the percentage of the battery at the moment. So if you hit on enter, let me go to capacity, and then so currently the batteries are at 96%, and all these batteries which has been paralleled together are at 96%. So it can tell you the amount of energy that is the panels are generating at the moment. So that is a good capacity for the system. So now let's take a look at the other ATS, which is somewhere in this space. There's still work ongoing. Not everything is done. These are two distribution board, one for the ground floor, one for the top floor. This is for 110. And this is the other ATS I was talking about. So the power coming from the other ATS is coming to this. This is going to be configured with a generator cable, as well as the grid. So the grid is going to go into one of that, either that one or this one. And that is going to be able to regulate between 3 different power sources. So from the panels, that is the solar system, also from the grid, and then also from the generator. So everything has been done, especially with the solar system. We have finished with our configuration, settings, setup, and everything is working perfectly well. So once the entire house is done, yeah, they are going to be enjoying this massive and powerful system that we have here. So I must say, this brand is Snadai. This is the first time I have installed from this brand, but usually the concept of these solar systems are usually the same. But as I always say, it doesn't hurt to take a look into the manual to see what might have been done different with the system. And that's one thing we always do before we even start with the installation of the system. So this is just about it for this beautifully done system that we have in here. So for the battery, there are quite a number of features that it has. It has this RS485, that is a BMS communication. It also has the CAN, and it has the parallel ports for the other batteries. And then it has, one thing I like about this battery is the terminals that it has. It has 2 terminals each, and you're able to parallel directly each battery to each other. Ideally, you would have had to use a lot of cables if you're connecting directly from this to the Busbar, but this makes it easier. You parallel one battery to the other, and then you take one power cable from there, either negative or positive, to the this Busbar, and then you take one from here, which is either positive or negative, also to the Busbar, and that serves the MCCBs. Then it serves the inverters. So yeah, this is what we've done. It took us a total of about 5 days to have the installation done. On the first day, we started with mounting of the rails, and after that, the next day, we started mounting the panels. So it took us like about 3 days to finish with the panel works, and then for the installation in there, it took us about 2 days to complete the installation, and then the final day, we did the configurations and testing and all that. So that is just going to be about it for this video. In case you have any questions, feedback, whatever it may be, just kindly drop them in the comment section, and I'll do well to respond to them. So also, if you are interested in having a solar system installed for your space, whatever it may be it a house, office, hospital, whatever it is, just kindly reach out. We can look at the design for the system, and yeah, we can get it done for you. So that'll be just about it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.